This is Brian Murray with HobokenHomeFinder.com. I'm talking about my 2014 Hoboken Real Estate Report. In the report, one of the pieces you'll find, it talks about months of supply and impact on pricing. You can see a little screenshot of it right there. Everybody wants to grab a quick screenshot of that. You can go to HobokenHomeFinder.com. You can download the report. There is a screenshot of that in the PDF as well. What it's talking about is historically what's been defined as a buyer's market, a seller's market, maybe more of a neutral market. Now, a buyer's market is typically when there's 6 or more months of inventory on the market. And inventory is defined as months of inventory are defined as how long it would take at the current sales rate to sell through all of the homes that are on the market. So 6 months of inventory might be would be considered if there are 36 homes on the market and 6 of those sold this month. Then you would have a 6 month of inventory. If there are 60 homes and 10 homes sold this month, there would still be 6 months of inventory. If there were 60 homes and 2 sold this month, then there would be 30 months of inventory. Simple division really kind of gets that thing going. So where there used to be a buyer's market, think about Miami back in the bubble, the post-bubble days, where you'd have 30, 40, 50 months of inventory. Crazy numbers where you'd just be like, it's never going to sell. I think Orlando at one point had maybe close to 100 months of inventory, which is just amazing that it was only a few years ago. And then now I just read an article that Miami is a booming town again. But so back to the point. So 6+ months of inventory is considered a buyer's market, where buyers really have the upper hand, where they can negotiate better prices, better terms. The sellers really need to sell, want to sell, and it's really dictated by the buyer. If you have 5 to 6 months, 5 months, 6 months worth of inventory, it's more of a neutral market where neither the buyer nor the seller really have kind of an upper hand, and homes come and they flow off the market when the right buyer finds it, and they're not getting much of a discount and the seller's not demanding too much more, and it's what you would consider very typical of most markets at most times. Then you have the 1 to 5 months of inventory, which would be considered a seller's market. This is where you're going to get appreciation in the home. That would be homes come on the market very quickly, they go off very quickly, there are multiple buyers for each home. This is what is happening today in Hoboken, that we're having 2 months of inventory, a month and a half. For the last several years, between 1.5 and 3 months of inventory on all of the segments of the market. So you have seen the appreciation, you are seeing the bidding wars. And now, given that in 2015 you're still talking about 2.5 months worth of inventory, we have a long way to go before we get to that 5-month neutral zone where the prices are going to stop appreciating, just based on the sheer supply and demand. This is Brian Murray, Hoboken Home Finder. I'm happy to discuss supply and demand and how it impacts your buying and selling decision. And also, if you can go to HobokenHomeFinder.com, you can get the free report that describes the market in detail. Thank you.